Pandora's Numbers, Episode 5, Anonymous Future. So, in the last episode, we learned that our heroes do in fact have dark sides. And, well, they seem to be separate beings from our heroes themselves, because, unless it was an error, someone pointed out in the comments that Dystopia is not counted as one of the cards that Aura has collected. Could be that they're, like, considered separate personalities, so their numbers are off limits, but it's still an interesting thing if they're supposed to be like just counterparts. There might be more to it. Or again, it was just an error, you know, anything's possible. You know, never attribute to malice, but could just be sheer dumbness. No offense, of course. But I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens in this episode in our anonymous future. Got a Mechlord on the thumbnail, so I wonder what kind of future it could be. Aporia just shows up. Explanation, no. Sensor resistant. Maybe this is another memory. Checking something out, clearly. I mean, she wasn't a spaceship that was going to Earth, so... I don't know. Or just a loading screen for the video itself. Uncle Mugen. Silent partner. I can't tell him about it. I just... Thank you for supporting the official release. And friends and stuff like that. I have a feeling today is going to be a good day. Words said before the terrible day. It's been 5 days since then, and we're doing really good now. Yu-Gi-Ohs. But we are running out of supplies. Well, time to go shopping. Oh. Michael agreed to help our cause. Chipped in a few bucks. That's nice of them. So we got all the stuff we needed. You know, the essentials. Food, cards, and of course... Hey. How do I look? Clothes. Magnifique. Also, this woman had a number monster. And she was not affected by its influence. Something a manga pointed out too. It was a nice little detail. So she offered to buy it for us for a duel. She really wanted to have a day of relaxation.
Shut up and take my money.
I went for it. Her just dressing up in here reminds me of the Aya hides her feelings in Russian when the dress-up scene. The more we were together, the more I started to think about a lot of things. About our future. That's what I need to do. We could just buy the card. That's convenient. But as much as I wanted to relax, I knew that soon we'll be into something dangerous. What I didn't know is that we were being watched. Kite, stop stalking us! Target's locked. And analyzing targets. Big Brother's always watching. Analyzing target 1. Oh crap, they got everything about us. Analyzing DNA. Definitely part monkey. Aren't all humans kind of... Oh, shut up. Result, human. Duh. Well, they have to check that out, and these must be aliens again, otherwise they wouldn't know. Analyzing target 2. Analyzing DNA. Result, human plus unknown. So she's got some human in her. Interesting. Enjoy it while you can. I like all the extra details on this holographic display. 3 card spinning and the 60 card and all that stuff. For now... let's make sure no one will interrupt your good time. Nobody but me, of course! Look at all those 1s and 0s. Mirai, I guess is her name. Poker City Beach. Oh, she's already in a duel in progress. And she summoned a frickin' Decepticon. What's the matter, big boy? Something in your way? There is nothing you can do, Sentinel Sombre, to prevent your extinction. I'll try by stopping you. And then we'll see how it goes. Activate dual systems. Dual systems online. So this being could be of astral as well, or maybe it's sort of like kites in this universe, but this time trying to protect the astral being and the human. Our hand could be better. Oh wait, no, we're the train duelist. Okay. 3 copies of... I don't know what this card is. First I summon Mech Lord Astro Mechanical. I must stay focused. If I win here... Then I summon Mech Lord Emperor Weisel. So those 2 spells activated were supposed to be the Mech Lord. Just activate them like spell cards, and then boom, there's the monster. Well, that makes it easier, I guess. Maybe she's a time traveler as well. Maybe she's related to Aura in some way. We only have theories. This is just continuing the Darkness was Right's theory. Darkness is just calling out what the next series is going to be like, and oh boy! Look, he was evil in the end, but he had a couple good ideas, that's all I'm saying. Weisels, as far as the eye can see. They would take out all synchro monsters. Thank goodness we never discovered any fusions or rituals to deal with. Then again, it was the second Zero Reverse that did most of the damage anyway. Anyway, here's Astro Mechanical now, and Weisel, so the spells summon the Mech Lords immediately. Then Gravity Blast to give them a power boost and a set card. Meanwhile, we draw and activate Urgent Writ Schedule, but Weisel negates due to its special ability. Activate Revolving Switchyard, discard Ruffian Railcar to fetch a Derricrane, then summon Trolley Ollie, then revive it, then revive Railcar, and then get ready. I overlay my 2 level 4s. Rise! Number 27. Dreadnought Dreadnoid. That's gonna cause some problems. That obsolete machine. Do you think it stands a chance? I wouldn't summon it if I didn't think it did. Against our technology? Look at all the robots. You underestimate the power of numbers. Because you never faced one yet. This is basically 5Ds versus Exel, in a way. Go, Dreadnought, attack Weisel. Activate Mirror Force. Dreadnought detaches to save itself. Weisel destroys it, ranks up, and goes on to number 81, Dora. Set a card face down and face. Also, rail card with discard, so here comes the rank 10 train. Meanwhile, Raigeki tried to blow up the freaking rank 10 train, didn't work. Summon another summons 2 more Astro Mechanicals, overlays into himself. Now I can have your life 4 times. Is that all? Your future has been decided. Now disappear! Life points 4,000, 2,000, 1,000. 500. Jeez. It's thanks to Sentinel Sombre's special ability. And now, thanks to it, have it one more time at 250. He attacks, but she activates Pulse Mines, forcing him into defense mode. He's got 8,000 attack and defense. Jeez. Now, thanks to the spells, the Astro Mechanical will shuffle back into the deck. The future of this world. We will enter new life. Well, the theme song's saying it, so I'm happy. Shining Future Draw! You can perform a Shining Draw as well, but also one from the future, so you know it's even better then, in that case. She won't let Divinity's reign continue. What's this card? Summons Night Express Knight. Activate Rail Assault, searching out this card, and summons 2 more of their own fan-made trains. Then Derek Green Xyz summon. Foolish decision. Gustav Maximoff, if I take any damage, you take the same damage. So 2,000 damage from Gustav is enough. When Chrono Motion Transport Unit is detached, I gain life points to the damage I would take this turn. That's a custom card save then. In that case, he gains 2,000 life points, while Sentinel Sombre loses 2,000. And it's just going to do that again. Now I go into Jumbra and then equip it with the Railway Connection. Juggernaut! Final Bombardment Blast! 10,000 attack points. Sentinel Sombre never stood a chance. With Piercing, it's over. Piercing and multi-attack. Huh. War will not end here! For now, you will. Good one-liner. This war will not end, but you will. 27. Meanwhile, with our heroes... Oh, it's a memory. Captain Skyjack, the Skylark. What was the time, Goose? I mean, Swan. It seems your tripulation needs discipline. 81. Wait, we just fought pirates and we're gonna just skip past that? I kind of want to know more about the pirates. This is nice too, though. Hey, they seem to get along. So Fran and Nora know each other from a while back. Interesting. So there's a bit of a kinship there. And the medal, the one that he has, it's in her hair. I just noticed that detail. Are you going to give me the numbers? Yes, just to let you know. You have it tomorrow to fight. You have till tomorrow to fight. Well, thank you. You know. I think both of you make a good couple. Wait! But she's not my girlfriend. Hey, Fran, I have to ask you something. Aura? What is it? What's the effect of a couple? And when can it be activated? We'll tell her later. It is a good joke to just go back to, like, what is this thing? And how does it work? I'll tell you tomorrow when I come up with something. Well, okay, so now we know there's a being from the future who has come back in time probably to change the past and what it could have been. Clearly a typical case of, like, my future sucks, let's go back in time and fix it. Hey, it's a cliche, but it's a cliche for a reason, it works. There's nothing wrong with, like, my future sucks, let's fix this. Even if it causes, like, a multiverse theory sort of thing, that's not bad inherently. It's fun. Also, I like the fact that we can just buy a freaking number monster. I mean, it makes sense, like the manga point out, like, not every number card is actually causing problems. Some actually help in which case it's like, yeah, we don't need to hurt that one. Although, to be fair, in that case, the number was taken by the bad guys, so, like, then we gotta go get it back, obviously. That caused a conflict. But it was interesting just to be like, oh, you don't see that. That's interesting, you know? Also, I like how she just gave her numbers away. Just like, here, you need this more than I do. Especially for what's coming next. What's coming next? I can't tell you, that's spoilers. Of course it is, why wouldn't it be? Ah, well. Well, it'll be interesting to see what comes next. Because things are only going to get worse before they get better, apparently. But I think there's going to be an after-credit scene that we left in a minute by accident. I swear it always sounds like saying, "Oh, Christmas." It kind of sounds like that. 2018 was 8 years ago. Ugh. Again, with every memory I recover, hope seems to fade. There's the number she's collected of time. At herself, the bamboos and shadows, Sky Pegasus, when she got out emo, and the crest. But thanks to you, the future is changing. Come 2019, we'll see what changes. Who knows, maybe we were actually making things worse as it decayed, but then we were making things worse, it would just sniped us, probably. You're like, you're causing darkness in our, this is actually causing more problems. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. And with the introduction of some custom cards, clearly, and custom drawn, looks like Utopia's getting a new form in this timeline that we'll be seeing in the next episode. Man, 2019 can't come soon enough, am I right, guys? It is, I'm sorry, I just kind of laugh whenever I see this sort of things in movies or TV shows. Just like, well, to be fair, it was topical at the time, but it's like, one of those things where it's like, in the future year of 2000, we will have flying cars and world peace and all this stuff. It's like, you had so much hope for humanity. Like, obviously it's a fictional movie, but it's just like, oh, you wish. We've been stuck in about 2007 for about 15 years now. 20 years. Oh god, 2007 is 20 years ago soon. God, stop! How do I negate time? Oy. But yeah, other than that, a nice episode where we focus on someone other than the main duo, and apparently there's some great horrific thing that happens in the future, which, well, obviously they came back in time in order to stop, otherwise they wouldn't be here right now, or maybe we get assassinated or something, or taken out by one of the villains. So she's like, well, I gotta make sure that they don't die then, obviously. Otherwise, that's gonna cause problems for my timeline, and the heroes can't save the day, and everything is screwed. Sort of like the future Trunks timeline, the fact that Goku dies and then everything's screwed. Not directly in that order, but Goku was the first domino, and then everything just falls down. Mind you, Goku didn't end up mattering in the long... Well, kind of mattered in the long term of the Android arc, but he wasn't the end-all, be-all. But regardless, I guess we'll see what happens in the future. I guess there's also other people watching us besides just, well, humans and or astral beings. There's whatever that robot thing was, that Decepticon coming Mothermucker. Maybe he was also causing part of the problem. It's just like, oh boy, if only you knew what kind of sort of thing was coming in the future. Or maybe it was like the first step of the disaster of the future. Maybe the Mech Lords, like, invaded and then took over things. Because if I remember correctly, I think the Mech Lords were like a defense mechanism. Because the Zero Reverse incident was going to happen again, so they like launched Mech Lords to try to make sure that didn't happen, and then it happened anyway. But I might be misremembering. It's been a hot minute since I saw 5Ds, especially subbed. It's one thing I want to do one day. Just go and rewatch all the Yu-Gi-Oh subbed. Well, I guess a couple of them dubbed maybe, but cross the bridge when we get to it. One day. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what, in this case, because I guess in this timeline they were like invaders attacking and trying to destroy the future. But our hero stopped, but this time the new character, Mira, stopped them, so I guess things are saved, or at least, well, she also said there were more problems coming, so it's like, oh, I stopped the first wave. What about 2 through 10? We still got other problems to worry about. We are not out of the wires yet. Like you said, the war isn't over. He is, but the war isn't over. So I guess we're going to have a war incoming next time. No Barry and Onslaught, we just have an Onslaught of Transformers. Well, it'll be different at least, but I guess we'll have to worry about all this sort of stuff in the future. Maybe a poor choice of word considering, you know, all of that stuff, but whatever, I guess. Anyway, more good stuff from Fran the Honest Eyes, and I like that they're connecting a bit more of a bond and seeing more of them in the past, so I'm looking forward to see more of what's to come next and more of those memories coming next time. But until that time, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see all of you next time. Later.